Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to read your cards today. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about your future spouse, okay? And I got the idea to do a reading about like the moment your future spouse realizes that he or she loves you. You know, when you watch movies, there's like a particular moment where a person is realizing, whoa, I'm in love, or like, dang, I'm really in love, or like, okay, you know, this person got me wrapped around their fingers, or things are getting serious, or oh my god, it's kind of like an energy where you sometimes don't even realize how in love you are with somebody until a specific point in time, you know. And that's what I want to look at. I want to look at the moment your true love and your future spouse realizes that they truly love you. Okay, so we're going to look at where it's going to be at. So we're going to look at the circumstances. Where will you guys be? What is happening in that moment, on that day? What are you doing in that moment? Why do they notice that they love you? Is there something particular that they notice that they truly love about you? Okay, so this is what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the moment your true love and your future spouse realizes that he loves you. It's kind of like a dang, or like, whoa, I'm actually really in love with this person, or like where they realize that their feelings are very, very intense for you, okay? They're basically falling for you. So this is what we're going to look at today. Oh, by the way, I didn't even address it. I have a cold. It's like a very mild cold. I feel good, but my nose, you know, you can hear that I sound very congested. So don't worry about me. It's like a very mild cold that I have. So if I sound a little bit weird, it's because, you know, I have a cold, kind of. This reading is also going to have an extended, and I thought about looking at whatever you need to know about your true love and your future spouse. So this is a very open-end question, okay? So in the extended, we're going to look at what you need to know about your true love and your future spouse, whatever the heck your spirit guides or the universe, God wants you to know, as well as what your future spouse is doing right now, or what are they thinking right now, okay? So we're going to tap into what's going on with them right now in this very moment, as well as what your spirit guides want you to know about your love story with your true love and your future spouse, maybe hidden information, I'm not quite sure. But here on YouTube, we're going to look at why they fall in love with you, or like not necessarily why, but like the moment they realize that they fall in love with you and everything that comes with it, okay? The next step, you can choose between 3 images. And if you feel indecisive, you can go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right path, okay? So you can send out a little prayer. Please show me the truth. Please show me what I need to know. I'm actually hearing a magic spell card, which is funny. I don't know, is someone here connected to the goddess Artemis? Because I'm hearing goddess Artemis of the bow, show me what must be known. I don't know why I'm hearing that. That might be for someone here watching the intro. Next up, you can choose between 3 images, okay? And you can ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right path in case you cannot decide between an image, you know, or maybe you want to close your eyes and you want to choose between a number, you know. Without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. My lovely pal number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. So we're going to look at your true love and your future spouse, specifically about how they will notice that they are in love with you. So basically, you guys know when you watch a movie and there's like this one moment where the person in the movie is realizing like, ooh, I'm really in love with this person, kind of like where they look at you and realize, okay, I'm in love with pal number one, or they realize like, oh, my feelings are like, you know, I'm starting to develop feelings, or my feelings are very strong. Okay, so we're going to look at that. Also, this reading is going to have an extended. Yes, I have a mild cold, like my nose is congested, but I feel fine. But yeah, there's going to be an extended, and in the extended I want to look at what your true love and your future spouse is doing right now in this very moment, as well as we're also going to look at whatever the heck you need to know, whatever your spirit guides, the universe, God wants you to know about your love story with your future spouse or your future spouse. We're going to look at that on Patreon. The link is down in the description box. But right here, we're going to look at the moment, like this magical moment where they realize, do you know what I'm hearing? Because I heard London Bridge, but I think I heard London Bridge in pal number 3, but I'm hearing, oh snap, oh snap, you know, where they realize like, oh snap, I'm in love, you know. But let me tap into the energy here. So I don't know, maybe someone here could be connected to London or whatever. Again, not for everybody. Or someone here could really like Fergie. Someone's name could be Fergie. But again, just like a side note here. Or you come from pile number 3. I would not be surprised. Okay. Let me tap into the energy here. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, pile number 1. First of all, I want to ask you a few questions. Maybe it also helps you to know that this is your pile, because I pick up random information. Before we're going to talk about how your future spouse will know that they are in love with you, I want to talk about like random information that is coming through so that you know this is your pile. Okay, I have a question. Does someone here, I feel like someone here watching me is a musician. Okay, something about, because we have the 3 of Swords here, I cannot show the card, but we have the 3 of Swords here, and he's, you know, playing a harp. So if, I don't know if someone here is playing an instrument, like you could be playing an instrument, your future spouse could be playing an instrument, or something about like you're good at rapping, singing, is what I'm picking up here. Like I'm being brought to someone here who creates music. So it might be you, it might be them, or it might be the both of you. I'm also seeing someone here being a DJ. It might be you, it might be your future spouse. Okay, I'm also seeing someone here, like I'm seeing someone here having a huge hobby when it comes to singing, producing music, producing beats, rapping as well. Okay, and you know guys, I'm congested, so if I breathe a little bit like odd, it's because, you know, my nose is a little bit stuffed. We also have here the card in the present moment, Zen vibes. So I also pick up an energy here. Or I want to ask you guys if you like cooking. Like I'm being brought to someone who likes cooking and someone who likes baking. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. I'm also seeing someone here being a neat freak, where you are a freak when it comes to cleaning. Like everything has to be clean, or you're kind of like you cannot stand chaos, and you have to clean everything, or else you don't feel comfortable, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, your spirit guides also could have sent you signs through birds. Like I'm being brought to eagles, I'm being brought to ravens, eagles, and owls. Okay, again, just a confirmation that this is your pal. For some of you guys, you already have a child. Someone around you could be pregnant right now. You recently started drinking smoothies again. Okay, or like a protein shake is what I'm seeing here. Okay, for some of you guys who recently visited somebody in the hospital, like I hope everything is okay, but I'm seeing it here. Again, just a confirmation this is your pal. And for others of you, I'm seeing here like you could be in your 30s or in your 40s. Okay, not for everybody. Again, just a confirmation. As well as I'm seeing someone here buying a black dress, or buying like black lingerie, something about where you bought something in black, but it looks like clothing. Okay, I'm seeing like a black dress, or I'm seeing like a black bodysuit. Okay, I'm seeing a bodysuit, a dress, or you have been buying more clothing lately. Okay, or again, there's something about like I'm seeing, for some odd reason, I'm seeing something sparkly, like I'm seeing something black and sparkly. So I don't know, it could be an eyeshadow, or I don't know, like I'm seeing something that is black, but it is sparkly. Okay, just for someone here. Someone here is also trying to stop smoking is what I'm seeing here. But let's begin your reading. How will your true love and your future spouse realize that he or she is in love with you? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and show you the cards, and we're gonna talk about everything. By the way, as I'm showing you the cards, I channeled 2 songs with you guys. Actually, yeah, 2 songs. One song I channeled was Rich Baby Daddy by Drake, which is funny, right? Because if you go on Drake's YouTube channel, his profile picture is literally an owl, like OVO sound, right? And I heard, I just got some love deep inside of me, love deep inside of me, please drag it out of me. I just got some love deep inside of me. Hold on, what does he say? So yeah, I'm picking up here, it's either you have a child or your future spouse could have a child, because I'm being brought to Rich Baby Daddy, like the song Rich Baby Daddy. Yeah, and he says, I still got some love deep inside of me, no need to lie to me, I know you got a guy, he's not a guy to me. Just say goodbye to him, then take the right to me. I still got some love deep inside of me, please drag it out of me. Honestly, I like the song. I know it's like a weird combination or like a weird collaboration, but I think it's funny. Like, the song makes me dance. The song makes me feel like, you know, in a sexy vibe, but it also makes me laugh, you know, because of like Sexy Red, her part. But I'm gonna put the song down in the description box because somehow it's connected to your true love and your future spouse, because again, I don't know if it's you already have a child or your future spouse already has a child, or that both of you have children. You're both like single parents, or you're both, you know, like the one raising a child, if that makes sense, because we also have the card here, conception. Again, not for everybody, but we also have the card here, conception. Okay, you can see a pregnant lady here. But let me tap into the energy. First of all, I want to show you the cards we have here. Make peace with the past. You're ready for a new love story. We have here in the present moment, Zen vibes. And then we have imagine your future spouse more often to attract them, fully open up. As well as, again, conception. And the other card I cannot necessarily show, to be honest with you guys. I might show you the, like, you know, spicy cards on Patreon, but let's talk about it. So pile number one, I feel like your true love and your future spouse is going to notice that they are in love with you, kind of like the moment where they, and again, I want to say in every pile I picked up more than one moment. It's kind of like multiple moments where you realize like, ooh, I like this person, ooh, I'm in love, like, ooh, I'm obsessed, and then like, oh my god, I love them, I have to tell them that I love them. It's kind of like multiple moments that lead to asking this person to be yours, or that lead to you kind of like telling them that you love them, right? It's not just one moment, it's like multiple moments. So I pick up on multiple moments, if that makes sense. Okay, so the first thing that I pick up here is with the Three of Swords right here. For me, this feels like, because again, this person is playing a harp, and I picked up music immediately. Like, I picked up the energy of a musician. So the first thing that I pick up here is, I don't know if you sing or if you write music, because I'm picking up here for some of you guys, in case you are a musician. I feel like your true love and your future spouse is going to fall in love with you when they hear you singing for the first time, or something about like, they're going to fall in love with your singing voice, or they're going to fall in love with a song that you produced or that you created, okay? Something about the song is going to touch them, or they're going to be drawn to you, or they're going to find the song very sexy, or they're going to find the song is like speaking to their soul, okay? So in case you are a musician, I feel like your true love and your future spouse is going to fall in love with, like, they could be seeing you on stage, or they could be asking you to like sing for me, or like, what is your favorite song, sing your favorite song to me, or they could be seeing you singing a cover of something, and that's the moment where they fall in love with you, okay? This might even be an energy where, in case you are a musician, again, I pick up on different energies. If you're not a musician, just wait a minute. Okay, I'm talking to my musicians here. In case you are a musician, your future spouse might be asking you, like, they will want to collaborate with you, kind of like where they want to produce a song with you guys, like where you both are going to produce a song. So there could even be an energy where you guys are gonna, you know, like fall in love while making music in the studio. Now for others of you, the music energy here is that your true love and your future spouse is a musician. They might be able to sing, they might be able to rap, they might like to produce music, and they're going to notice that they are in love with you because they want to write a song about you. It's kind of like you inspire them so much to create music, okay? Or maybe they already created music. Like, I'm being brought, for some odd reason, I'm being brought to this one guy called 𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑙𝑜. Is his name 𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑜? I don't know if I pronounce it properly, but he has one song called 𝐸𝑛𝑗𝑜𝑦 𝑇𝑎𝑘𝑒. Okay. For some odd reason, I pick up something about, like, in case your future spouse makes music, he might be realizing all the songs that he has written about this woman he wrote those songs about you. Does that make sense? Where he or she's listening to her own songs and she's realizing whatever he has written down was all about you, the love story with you. Okay, or they could feel like they want to dedicate a song to you. They're going to be in the studio and, you know, their producer's going to say to them, like, you know, just shoot, you know, because I know that, you know, people like Lil Wayne, they just go into the booth. Do you say that, into the booth? They just go into the studio, they play like a song, and then they just start, you know, like spilling their, do you say spilling their gut? Like where they just start talking what is on their heart, and they might actually, you know, produce a love song because of you. It's like on their, it's like an energy where it, right, like they're going to be in the studio and they're going to feel like they want to produce a love song is what I'm picking up here, or something about they want to talk about love, you know, as they are creating music, and they're going to be like, whoa, you know, people might even be telling him or her like, since when do you make love music? Or kind of like it's not their normal. Maybe they, for example, are a rock star, or they like to make rock music and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they do like a romantic rock song or whatever in the studio. Okay, and people are going to be like, you know, since when do you do music like that? You know, and they could be realizing like, oh snap, I'm in love when I want to talk about love, or the first thing that comes out of my mouth is like a love song. Do you know where I'm coming from? Okay, in case he or she's a musician. Now if this person's not a musician, okay, it's still the same thing. They're gonna listen to love songs while they are driving to work, while they're coming home from work, while they're taking a walk, and all they think about is you. They listen to those love songs and all they think about is you, is what I'm picking up here. There's something about music, something about like there could even be a particular song where they always listened to that one song, and in that song they talk about like, we met on a full moon or something like that, and then they meet you on a full moon. Does that make sense? So they feel like the song was a prediction about your love story. Does that make sense? Now, fathers of you. Again, multiple moments. Fathers of you. We have the card variety. Okay? And it's in reverse. And we also have the open relationship card here. So let me say something. I feel like your true love and your future spouse has options, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like maybe there's multiple people interested in your true love and your future spouse. Your future spouse might go on a date here and there, but there's nothing, it's like nothing too serious, right? Do you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing like your future spouse being out with his friends or with her friends, okay? They're out with their friends, they're out with their people. And then there's like the sexy guy or the sexy girl walking past them. And then their girl is like, in case your future spouse is a woman, or, you know, you are into women, your future spouse's friends are going to be like, damn, did you see him? He looked at you, he winked at you. You know, they're going to say that to your future spouse, like, oh my God, he's so sexy. You know, the bartender, he has an eye on you. Did you see that? You know, and if your spouse is going to be like on the phone with you, oh really? I didn't notice that. It's kind of like, okay, I feel like an energy here where your future spouse likes to flirt, or they do like a nice flirt here and there, or they do like to, I don't know, like they like to look at women, or they like to look at men. Does that make sense? Where when they are in a group, you know, in a friend, you know, when they are in a group, they do like to check out some people, like, oh, what do you think about her? What do you think about him? Like, oh, he has a cute smile, or something like that, kind of like out of fun, is what I'm picking up here. And then your future spouse's friends are going to be like, you didn't even look at her, you didn't even look at him. Like, for example, there's like a bootylicious woman walking past them, and their friends are going to be like, damn, oh snap, did you see that? And then your spouse is going to be like, oh no, I didn't see it, I was on my phone, you know. Or kind of like where they didn't see like this person that was sexy walking past them, and they're going to be like to your future spouse, like, are you okay? Usually you like to kind of like look at eye candy, or you like to flirt, or you find it funny. Do you know what I mean? And they're not gonna, you know, look at people anymore. Okay, because I heard the song by Chris Brown, She Ain't You. I'm hearing, you make it hard for me to see somebody else. I'm calling her your name, yes, not stop, because I'm thinking about you. Java babe. So it's kind of like they cannot look at other people anymore. Does that make sense? Where they are with their people, they maybe get approached and people are going to be like, why did you turn this person down? Like, why did you dump him? Why did you turn him down and stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? People are going to be like, you are acting funny, you are acting weird. Since when the bartender was so cute and you didn't even give him your number, or you didn't even look at him or something like that? Or do you know what I mean? Something like that. And they're going to be like, they're going to realize, you make it hard for me to see somebody else. Okay. For others of you, I'm seeing a situation here where your spouse is with his friends, with her friends. And another situation that I pick up here is your future spouse is out with his or her friends. And maybe, like, I'm picking up the energy here where someone around your future spouse might make a joke about how they want you. Okay, so kind of like you guys are not, for example, someone is asking your spouse, your true love, are you official with pal number one? And, you know, your future spouse is like, no, we're talking right now, you know, I don't know, like we're talking right now in the beginning stages, you know. And then someone might be saying, it might not even be their friend, it might just be an acquaintance or someone that is around them or whatever, or you guys are all at the same place. You guys, do you see where I'm coming from? It's kind of like you are with your spouse at a place and there's also other people, and someone might make like a stupid like joke about like, if you don't want her, I'm gonna take her. Or do you know what I mean? Your spouse is gonna be so pissed when this person says that. When this person says this, you know, it's kind of like this person's making a joke, like, oh, you know, if you don't want pal number one, I'm gonna take pal number one or whatever. Your spouse is going to be so pissed. Your spouse, they're gonna feel like their heart is sinking into their pants. Do you say it like that? They're gonna feel like it's like a shock to their body to hear this person say that. But they're also realizing, like, why are they, like, it was a joke, so why are they so like serious? Do you see where I'm coming from? It's like a joke, and their reaction is gonna be serious, and they're gonna be like, ooh, it's getting serious, you know, I'm getting mad. And I realize like, oh, I'm getting mad because of a joke. Do you see where I'm coming from? And I'm hearing it's all fun and games until you fall in love, okay? So they're going to realize this is not fun and games anymore, because when people make jokes about being with you, or, you know, like, if you don't want her, I'm going to take her, or let's go on a double date or whatever, or, you know what, something like that. They're going to be pissed about it. They're going to be like, whoa, I felt that in my soul. Kind of like where it feels like a punch into their gut. To be honest with you guys, I know it sounds very dramatic, but that's what they're going to feel. They're going to feel like, why am I being so dramatic? You see where I'm coming from? That's what I'm picking up here. So they're going to realize that they are very dramatic over people making jokes about you. They cannot laugh about it. Even though maybe they're usually like a very funny person, but they cannot laugh. Oh, you see, my light just went on. Your future spouse might be a funny person, but they cannot laugh about those jokes. And then they're going to realize like, oh, it's getting serious, you know, because something about where they realize they don't play about you. Okay, or they don't, like, it's not funny to them. It actually hurts them is what I'm picking up here, okay? Others of you, this is the reason why I asked you guys if you are into making a smoothies. Like, I'm being brought to someone who is into healthy eating. Okay, so I don't know if, like, I'm picking up the energy here where you either are into cleaning, like where you have to clean everything, like you have like this how do you say that, like like tendencies to have OCD, where you have everything has to be clean or something like that, or you actually like cleaning, or you like the feeling of a clean environment, so you do enjoy like the process of cleaning. For others of you, I'm seeing something about like you love cooking, baking, or something about like you like to make like healthy drinks. Like, I'm being brought to celery juice, I'm being brought to healthy smoothies, I'm being brought to kind of like, I don't know, where you somehow create some type of concoction that is like good for the immune system, or good for, I don't know, like something. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Or like, I'm also being brought to water with electrolytes. I'm being brought to water with cucumber, raspberry, something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm seeing an energy here where Spirit is literally showing me like a movie, and I love when your spirit guides do that. Okay, so they show me that you spent the night together. Okay, so you guys spent the night together, and I'm seeing them coming into the kitchen. I'm seeing them coming into the kitchen, and again, it's kind of like you already prepared breakfast or you already cleaned the kitchen. Kind of like, for example, you guys cooked the night before, then the next morning, because I'm seeing them sleeping, and then they wake up, and then they walk into the kitchen, and they're going to ask you, hey, why are you already awake? And you're going to be like, oh, I made some croissants for us, or I made a tea for you, you know, for your cough, or I made a smoothie for you, it's good for you. Something about where you bake or cook something in the kitchen, or you clean the whole kitchen, or you clean something. But again, it's like, again, it's because you actually enjoy doing it. Okay, like I'm seeing them waking up in the morning, and then they see like the table's full of like breakfast, or something about like you made, you know, cookies for them, or you prepared like a breakfast for them is what I'm picking up here. But I also pick up something about a smoothie, or kind of like even this, like, do you know what I'm even seeing here? Kind of like where you already know, okay, that's what it is. It's like they're gonna fall in love with you because you know them in and out. Like I'm seeing an energy here where a person is asking like, okay, how can I explain that? Because I'm trying to find the right words. It's kind of like this person, your future spouse, could be very unique about what they want or what they like. For example, they don't like hot chocolate with normal milk. They like hot chocolate with oat milk. And then they like their orange juice with fruit, like with the flesh of the fruit, not without. Do you know where I'm coming from? Or they only like mild orange juice, or they only like peanut butter, and they don't like jam. Do you see where I'm coming from? So they're like very particular with what they like. And I'm seeing you here like you created a breakfast for them, and they're going to ask you, like they take the milk or like the hot chocolate, and they're going to ask you, is it with normal milk? And you're going to be like, no, it's oat milk. And they're going to be like, oh damn, she knows me, you know. Or they're going to take like the orange juice, and they're going to be like, is it the strong orange juice, because you know, like it, you know, it's too much for my stomach. And then you're going to be like, no, it's the mild one, like it's the, or I diluted the orange juice just like you always do. And they're going to be like, damn, pineapple one really knows me. Or kind of like I don't, for example, when you say like, I've made us peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then they're going to be like, I don't like jelly. And then you say like, oh, I know, I made yours only with peanut butter. Do you see where I'm coming from? And they're going to be like, whoa, pineapple one really knows me. It's kind of like in that moment they realize how much you actually pay attention to them, how much you actually listen to them. Kind of like where you know every detail about them. It's kind of like, I don't know, I talked about it in a different reading, but I talked about on Patreon about someone having a photographic memory. So you could have like a photographic memory where you even remember on which side they have a mole, kind of like where they might be talking about like, I have a mole, and they're going to be like, you're going to be like, yeah, I know you have a mole on your thumb or whatever. Do you see where I'm coming from? They're going to be shocked about all the details that you have absorbed about them, okay? Something about where they come into the kitchen and a breakfast is prepared, or you made them hot chocolate, the way they love their hot chocolate, or something about you made the best hot chocolate for them. Maybe you tried a new recipe, or you made the best matcha latte for them. Do you see where I'm coming from? And they're gonna, do you know what I'm also seeing here? Because I'm seeing them again walking into the kitchen, and they see you standing there. They see you like preparing the, you know, the smoothie. They see you preparing, for some odd reason I'm also eating protein shake, I don't know why. They see you preparing the protein shake. In that moment where they're gonna like observe you as you are in the kitchen, you know, you might not notice it that they're watching before they actually walk in. And in that moment they just look at you, right? They just look at you as they prepare everything. I don't know, you might be dancing, you might be listening to music, or you might be like very focused on, I don't know, again, could even be cleaning or whatever, where you put on candles so that the, you know, kitchen smells good and stuff like that. This is what I'm being brought to, okay? And I'm hearing they've never had such a beautiful morning. Or I'm also seeing here as they look at you in the kitchen, they actually have like a vision, kind of like a flash, like where their future is flashing before their eyes, okay? And they see like children in the kitchen. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's like they look at you in the kitchen, you prepare stuff, And then they already have like a vision of like, oh my God, you know, I want my future to look like this. I want my mornings to look like that, almost as if they didn't know this is what their soul was looking for. Like this, eating breakfast together in the morning, drinking hot chocolate in the morning, or something about like seeing you standing in the kitchen, you know, in your underwear or whatever, you know, making them their favorite tea. They didn't know they were craving that. But at the same time, they also have like visions of like, you know, they want to have little children in the kitchen. You see, it's kind of like where their children are already waiting for them on the breakfast like table, and you too, as they are waking up. It's kind of like they didn't know that this is what their soul is looking for. Okay, now for others of you, in case your true love and your future spouse has a child, this child is gonna love you. Okay, like I'm seeing your future spouse's child talking about you, like, when can I see pal number one again? I want to go to the playground with pal number one. I want to do watercolors with pal number one. Okay, or when are you gonna invite pal number one again? It's kind of like their child is like bombarding them with when you will come over again. Okay, or something about where you have like a bonding time with their child. Like you might actually be cooking or baking with their child in the kitchen, because I see something like that going on here. Okay, when they see that, you know, when they see how you make their child smile or how you make their child laugh. Why am I crying? I'm PMSing. When they see the light in the eyes of their child that you created, it's like it's over for them. I'm hearing they want you for life. Oh my God, why am I fucking crying? I'm hearing, I wish that I could have this moment for life. That's what they're gonna feel like. For life, for life. Cause in this moment I just feel so alive. Okay, because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like your future spouse likes to party, or they like to have their wine, they like to be with their girls, with their guys. And you would think they would feel the most alive being out partying, dancing, drinking, getting a drink with their friends, but they feel the most alive when in the morning when they wake up with you, or when they, I don't know, like spend time with you and their child, or something about like they feel the most alive when they have fantasies of having, you know, a child with you. So they're gonna notice, oh my God, I want a child with pal number one. What the front door is going on with me? Maybe they never saw themselves wanting a child. Maybe they never wanted another child because they already have one, and then they're gonna have these fantasies of wanting to, they're gonna feel like they want to have a child with you. They're gonna feel like they wanna they're gonna have a feeling that they wanna you know, put their juice into some fertile soil. Okay, do you see where I'm coming from? I have to be a little bit careful with my words. Okay, they're gonna have like visions of you being pregnant, or like, I don't know, it makes them, they get excited when they think about that. Like when they think about you having a baby bump. Okay, they're actually gonna fall in love with you the most while you are pregnant, like during your pregnancy, you know. That's what I'm picking up here. I have a hot water bottle here in case you are wondering, but let me get a few more cards, see what's going on. Again, they will be like obsessed with the idea to have a child with you. They're gonna be like, I don't know why, I don't know, you know, what's going on, but then they're also gonna realize, oh, I might be in love, you know, why am I, you know, obsessed with the idea to have a child with pal number one? You know, in case you do want to have children, or you might be telling me I don't want to have children until you meet this person. I'm also, oh wow, do you know what I'm also seeing here? I'm seeing something happening. I don't know, for some odd reason, I keep picking up the morning because I'm hearing the song by The Weeknd. Oh, wait, is it In the Morning? I think it's called In the Morning, because I'm seeing the melody of In the Morning. Okay, I'm gonna put it down in the description box. I want you guys to listen to it. It's like one of the most beautiful melodies I don't know, it touches my soul, but it's like the energy that your future spouse feels when he wakes up in the morning with you and you guys are eating breakfast together. Okay, something about they didn't know that this is what they have been looking for, like something about like their morning routine or something along those lines, okay? But I'm also hearing we can stay awake and watch the next day, kind of like where you watch the sunset together or where you watch the sun rising. So you don't sleep the whole night and you watch the sun rising. That's something that I'm picking up here as well. Okay, especially with this card right here, it looks like it looks like a sunrise. Something about there could be a day where you guys are up all night, okay, and you're watching the sunrise. Something about they're going to experience the most beautiful morning they've ever had with you. I don't know why. Okay. How would pile number one's true love and future spouse fall in love with them? Okay. Some of you guys, there could be a situation where your true love and your future spouse has to travel for work, or you have to travel, kind of like where you travel for a whole month, for 3 weeks, where they have to travel for a full month or 3 weeks. Okay. It's like an energy where they usually, I feel like they're usually good on their own, okay, because we have your time apart. We have your time apart, so there could be an energy where, again, you need to somehow be somewhere, so you cannot see them for 2 or 3 weeks. They have to go somewhere, so they cannot see you for 2 or 3 weeks. And in those 2 or 3 weeks, they're gonna feel a lot of pain, is what I'm picking up here. Again, they're good, they're fine, you know, they're very confident and they like their alone time, or they like to do things on their own. Don't get me wrong, it's not a clingy person. I more so feel like they never experienced that before, like where you long for someone or you miss someone so much that it kind of hurts. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. They might secretly actually shed a tear. I don't know why. Maybe, again, maybe they have to be away for 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. It could be a long distance relationship. That's the reason why it hurts like a bitch, is what I'm hearing. Okay. How would pile number one's true love and future spouse know they are in love with? Oh no, these cards came out in 2 and 3. From the morning to the evening, got pains from the tendons, got the walls kicking like they're 6 months pregnant, drinking alizé with a cereal for breakfast, girls calling cabs I don't want to send, sky's getting cold, flying from the north. Like, I'm seeing you guys here watching the birds in the morning. I don't know why. You might be doing an all-nighter, or I don't know, like something about you watch the sun rising. I'm seeing like a purple and pink clouds. Like, I'm seeing the most beautiful, gorgeous, like, you know, sky. And I'm hearing, yeah, oh wow, this is interesting. Is someone here living in Alaska, or you always wanted to go to Alaska? That's what I'm being brought to right now. I'm also being brought to Iceland. I feel like someone here is watching me and you live in a village. That's why I pick up like this beautiful, I pick up beautiful scenery. Like, I'm being brought to mountains and stuff like that. I don't know if someone here lives close to something like that, or you live close to a beach so you can't watch the sunset or the sunrise. And it might actually be your idea where you tell them, do you know what I'm picking up here? It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but this is the energy that is coming through. Like, I'm seeing them calling you in the morning and they're going to be like, did I wake you up? And you're going to be like, no, I was awake too. So you're both going to be awake. Maybe you even had a fight, okay? Because nothing is perfect, right? We're not perfect, but you might have had a fight, so you cannot sleep and they cannot sleep, and then someone is calling at 3 a.m. in the morning. It might be you, it might be them. You guys are meeting up at night, and I'm seeing you here like talking to each other to resolve this fight, but the sun is rising. Like, you might be by a beach, or you might be sitting on a balcony. You see where I'm coming from? Like, you might be sitting on a balcony until 6 a.m. in the morning so you can see the sunrise. Okay. So it starts with a fight, but it ends with you realizing how much you love this person, because sometimes we have to I did talk about that sometimes relationships have to go through a test, you know, how a person is reacting in a fight. If you really want to be with a person like that, you know, because people show their true colors in fights, you know. That's what I'm picking up here as well. Okay. How would pile number 1 know that they are in love with... How would pile number 1's true love and future spouse know that they are in love with pile number 1? How would pile number 1's true love and future spouse know? It says signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. It's interesting, right? Because I picked up, like, you know, the sky and stuff like that. The moment they realize that they are in love with you is because they actually receive a sign. They're asking God, God, please show me a sign if this woman is the one for me. And I'm seeing, metaphorically speaking, you know, it's not going to be just, you know, exactly like that, but I'm seeing, like, they talk to God in their head, like, please show me if pile number 1 is the one for me. And then behind you, there's like a shooting star or like a dove or whatever flying, and you don't even realize it. And they're going to be like, that was the sign. Okay. One more. How will pile number 1's true love and future spouse know? Forever young. A song. We talked about it. A song of youthful playfulness. There's something about a song where they dedicate their most favorite love song to you. Or something like that. Let me get a few more cards. Your reading is a lot more romantic than the other readings. I feel like pile number 3 was nasty AF. Was it nasty? Yeah, it was nasty. Let me see. How would pile number 1's true love and future spouse know they are in love with pile number 1? The sun. Oh, I cannot show you the card, but I talked about the sunrise or the sunset. Something about a sunrise or a sunset. It might be your idea or it might be their idea. Or again, I feel like you guys are both, I don't know, you both cannot sleep, and then you both have like this goofy idea to watch the sunset or whatever, or it's something that you actually really enjoy doing. Okay. Or maybe they have like a really beautiful view where they live at, or it might be you, you know. Something about the most beautiful, like a magical morning is what I'm picking up here. Definitely. Something about like a morning full of synchronicities, or like, I don't know, like I'm hearing magic hour. How would pile number 1's true love if you just was like know or realize they are in love with pile number? Yeah. There's something about the sky. I feel like you guys are going to see a shooting star together. You guys are going to see like a comet. Because I know Lisa told me, case Lisa, you chose this pal. I pick up your energy. But, you know, I talked about something that I saw in the sky. And Lisa told me that it might be a comet shower. Okay, so there could be something happening where you guys see like I'm even seeing like clouds forming a picture. Like I'm seeing you guys here, like where you guys are taking a walk in nature, and like the clouds maybe shape like a heart or shape like two people kissing. I'm even seeing an energy here where you guys are somewhere and in front of you the birds are kissing, or the bird, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like wherever you go, it's like animals are kissing each other, or you might see, I don't know, like two animals, like this is what I'm being brought to. I don't know what exactly this means, but it's like love is all around you, I'm hearing. Okay, this is the energy that I feel around you guys, but let me get a few more sexy cards before we go to the extended. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, I feel like in this night, because I feel like you guys are going to have like, there's a particular night where you both are not going to sleep, and it's like it feels like a therapy session, because it's kind of like you're going to talk about everything under the sun, literally, until the sun is coming out again, or something about like a night sky, and you guys are being on the balcony, you guys are in a garden, I don't know where you guys are at, you could even be like in this, how do you say it, open air cinema, and you guys are talking, and I feel like I'm hearing you are going to say something that heals your true love and your future spouse, or what you say heals them in their soul and in their heart, and it's something that you know, like years of therapy could not do. And I'm not like, I'm not saying that going to therapy is not a good thing. What I'm trying to say is it's like your future spouse is going to feel like they have a breakthrough because of you. Okay? It's like they're going to feel like they are free of something because of you. Something that therapy could not do. I'm seeing like a bird flying. Okay, they're going to feel like a bird flying. I'm hearing, I'm like a bird. Okay. Something about your energy feels like a therapy session to them. Yeah, and you guys know Drake has like these songs like 3 a.m. in Dallas and stuff like that. This is what I'm being brought to. Because it says make peace with the past. You're going to help them to finally make peace with the past. You might say one sentence. It's exactly what they needed to hear. You guys know those pick-a-card readings where people talk about what you need to hear right now? Yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's get one more card. How would pile number 1's true love and future spouse realize they're in love with you? Oh. Okay. We have here the card the One. Let me actually zoom you guys in. Okay, don't mind me being all blurry and stuff like that. So we have here the card the One. You possess everything they've ever wanted and more in the bed and outside the bedroom. They plan to take things to the next level. The reason why they realize that they love you is that they are like not scared to think about proposing. Like usually, they don't even dare to think about kids and proposing and marriage and a ring. They might even look at rings and stuff like that. Okay. It's kind of like people who usually get a panic attack when the when the topic marriage is, highlighted. And then they're going to realize I'm not getting a panic attack when people talk about marriage. I know it sounds so fun, but like it sounds funny to me. But I feel like that's like they're going to realize they're not scared to commit. Yeah, they want to put a ring on it. Did it rhyme? Okay. They're going to feel like they want to buy you roses and stuff like that, okay? We talked about it. Okay, we talked about it. We have your possessive lover. They want to be the only lover in your life, and it kills them to think you could be having sex with someone else and lose you to another. I did talk about that in pile number 3. Okay. Oh, here we go. And then we have the card here, Kiss of Fire. It says your kiss sets their soul on fire. Every part of their being becomes alive again. I wish that I could have this moment for life. We talked about it. And they don't ever want to lose that feeling. Yes. It's like they're gonna feel a high that they've never felt before. But it's like a natural high. Okay. They could also be really into your style. Okay. Isn't there a song, I Like Your Style or something like that? So your future spouse could also be very turned on by your style. May that be minimalistic or flashy or casual or very extroverted or eccentric. Whatever it is, they really like your style. So don't worry about it. Maybe somebody has been worried about like your style. Your future spouse is actually gonna like your style. And we also have here the card Funny and Jokes. Okay, and I picked up the energy of Cardi B where you know Cardi B is super duper funny when like interviewers or journalists ask her a question and she's like responding in a very odd weird way. Like so I pick up also the energy here of like your future spouse is also going to fall in love with your goofy clumsy energy, like your stupid ideas that you start baking at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that's what I'm being brought to. Okay, or something that you sometimes prank them, or do you know what I mean? Like in case you are in this energy where you are like goofy, funny and clumsy, or you are very clumsy, your future spouse is actually gonna fall in love with you being this clumsy. Okay. Something about like I'm hearing I actually saw like a quote by Cassie that she did too. Like she was like doing a caption for, you know, Father's Day with, oh, you see, and she said like, there's only a few people that can make me laugh and you're one of them. That's what I'm picking up here. This might be a person who cannot, like, it's not easy for them to laugh, or do you know what I mean? So I feel like they're gonna feel like, it's kind of like where you make them laugh that they choke on their food, or you make them laugh that they like have tears in their eyes. And again, it might not always be this way, okay? Or maybe you have the same sense of humor and maybe not everybody understands their jokes, or you might send each other memes and they like their belly is hurting because they laugh so much, especially since we have like the smoking energy here. So this could be kind of like you smoke and then you laugh and then you're like, you kind of, your belly hurts. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. But pile number 1, I'm going to go to the extended now. If you want to, you know, feel the energy of your future spouse, I would listen to the songs that I put down in the description box. There might also be signs and synchronicities in those songs. But we're going to go to the extended now. And again, in the extended, we're going to look at whatever you need to know about your true love and your future spouse, and what they're doing right now, okay? So if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pile number 2, welcome to your reading, guys. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to look at how your true love and your future spouse will notice that he or she is in love with you, okay? You guys probably know that when you watch movies, there's like a moment where the filmmaker shows one person falling in love with the other, right? And this person realizing it. Kind of like a moment where they look at you. It's a moment where something is happening, something that you say, okay? So we're basically going to look at the moment where your future spouse realizes that they are in love with you, where they realize that they have strong feelings for you, that they're falling for you, and what kind of circumstances, kind of like where are you guys at, how will it happen, what will they do with that insight. Okay, I'm also going to extend this reading on Patreon, and on Patreon we're going to look at what is going on with your true love and your future spouse right now in this very moment. What are they doing right now in this very moment, as well as whatever you need to know, okay? So we're going to ask your spirit guides, the universe, God, what you need to know about your future spouse, okay? In the extended, I'm going to talk about it over on Patreon. The link is down in the description box, but let me tap into the energy here. Give me a moment, guys. So I'm picking up here different scenarios, okay? Let me actually show you the cards. I'm going to zoom you guys in because in pile number 3 I couldn't show the cards, not really. But with you guys I can actually show the cards, okay? So I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to look at the cards together, and then we're going to talk about everything, because I pick up like almost as if there's you know what this feels like to me here? I didn't say that in pile number 3, but it's almost like there's multiple moments where they realize that they are in love with you, but it all lead to kind of like the confession of love. Does it make sense? Where there's like this one moment where they realize, oh, I have feelings, then there's another moment where they realize, oh, my feelings are really strong, and then they realize, oh, I'm so, like, I'm freaking in love, you know, like officially I'm in love. Okay, do you know what I mean? So I might pick up multiple like moments, because I picked up multiple moments in pile number 3 as well, okay? I'm zooming you guys in. Let's look at the cards together. So we have here the card wealthy couple, okay? So excuse me, first things first, I feel like your true love and your future spouse is well off financially, okay? So they don't necessarily have to be wealthy, but I feel like your future spouse, their bank account looks good, is what I'm trying to say, okay? I don't know what they do. For some of you guys, I feel like your true love and your future spouse could be self-employed, they could be a freelancer, they could be, I feel like they do something, because with the 9 of Pentacles, again, I'm just tapping into random information, and then we're gonna look at the moment that they realize that they are in love with you, okay? Because I pick up like different energies and I have to say it. So I feel like for some of you guys, your true love and your future spouse, again, they are somewhat wealthy, okay? Or they are on the road to becoming wealthy. They might just be in the beginning stages of, you know, becoming wealthy, becoming a CEO, becoming self-employed, or being able to live off of their art, okay? is what I'm picking up here. But yeah, I feel like your true love and your future spouse is on a road to being a wealthy individual, or they're gonna like live good at some point in their life when it comes to finances and money, because we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles usually shows self-employment, especially in that combination. So I feel like your true love and your future spouse could be self-employed. They could be working on becoming self-employed. They could also have been growing up in a wealthy family. For some of you guys, they maybe grew up with wealthy parents, with wealthy family members of some sort, because I'm hearing this wealthy family member helped them to actually become self-employed. Does that make sense? Where maybe they wanted to open up a bakery, but their wealthy auntie helped them, if that makes sense. Okay. For others of you, your true love and your future spouse at some point is going to be looked at as wealthy. Maybe they even dress wealthy, or they dress elegant, or something about like they have genius ideas that if they would walk the talk, they would actually end up being wealthy. They would actually end up living a good life, is what I'm picking up here with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, now I want to say like a few random things, because again, this is just a confirmation that this is your pile. Okay, so I pick up an energy here where some of you guys, you really like Marilyn Monroe, or you really like, like the Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn type of energy. Maybe the style, maybe the hair is what I'm picking up here. For some of you guys, I feel like you could be blonde, like not for everyone. Okay, again, this is just a confirmation. This is your pal. Someone here really likes horse riding. Someone here likes to wear different hairstyles. I'm seeing someone here wearing braids. Okay, someone here really likes braids. I'm also being brought to locks. Braids is what I'm picking up here. I'm being brought to blonde hair. I'm being brought to ginger hair. I'm being brought to pigtails, where you kind of like to play around with your hairstyle, or you do color your hair a lot, or you have been really craving to change your hair the last couple of days, kind of like completely cut it or get extensions, or something about a drastic change with your hair is what I'm picking up here. Or again, you might just be a person you like to play around, like you have a lot of fun playing with your hairstyle, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness. Okay, also seeing someone here, you currently have a face mask on. Okay, or you have been thinking about like, okay, I'm gonna put a face mask on my face later today, or something along those lines. For some of you guys, you recently were building furniture, or like I'm seeing someone here. I'm seeing someone here building furniture, and I'm seeing someone here climbing up to somehow change the light bulb, or because I'm seeing the ladder here, but I'm also seeing someone here painting their walls. So you could have maybe helped someone renovate their home, paint the walls, or this is something that you have been thinking about doing, or that's something that you are currently doing. Now, for some of you guys, I feel like you recently bought lingerie that is very provocative. So I'm seeing someone here buying lingerie that is very provocative. Okay. And for some of you guys, I'm also seeing here someone here really likes to wear dresses, or you like to wear skirts. Okay, with the young female, for me this feels like you really like to wear dresses, or you like to wear skirts. Again, not everything has to resonate with you, because I read for a lot of people, but it's just an extra confirmation. I'm also seeing something here with cucumbers. Maybe you are eating cucumbers right now. I'm being brought to cucumber salad, or I'm being brought to salad just in general. Oh, I'm also seeing someone here, you really like to... Oh, yes. Here we go. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, every time I look at this card, I'm being brought to a spa day. So I don't know if you recently thought about going to a spa, like you thought about getting a massage. You already have done that, or you're thinking, I'm being brought to sauna, like I'm being brought to sauna energy. I'm being brought to going to a spa resort. I'm being brought to some type of spa energy. Again, for some of you guys, you have been thinking about wanting to go to the sauna, or you have been thinking about like doing some type of spa treatment. Okay, because I'm being brought to some type of resort where there's like spa energy. Okay, let me show you the card. So we have here wealthy couple, we talked about it. Okay, we also have the card here full circle moment, as well as air couple. Okay, so your true love and your future spouse could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, in case you are very, connected to astrology. So you guys would be like a King of Swords, King and Queen of Swords type of energy, in case you are familiar with tarot or astrology. Okay, this could be like a Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius type of energy here, okay? Or you always find yourself feeling very connected to air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I also have the card here, Unexpected SEX. Okay, the other cards I cannot necessarily show. I'm gonna show them to you on Patreon, okay? So let me zoom you guys out. Okay, pile number 2. How will your true love and your future spouse realize that he or she loves you? For some odd reason, I'm being brought to you guys spending a day at a spa. Like, okay, let me actually tell you what I'm seeing, and then we're going to put the puzzle pieces together, okay? So Spirit is showing me hotel energy, kind of like I'm seeing you guys here spending the night in a hotel. I'm seeing you guys here spending the day in a spa, kind of like where you go to a sauna together, or you go to kind of like a whirlpool, spa, relaxation, massage type of energy, where you're both going to get a massage together is what I'm picking up here. Okay, something like that is what I'm picking up here. For others of you, this does feel like you guys might end up actually traveling, which is the reason why I see the hotel energy, because I pick up very strongly, like I'm seeing the white sheets in a hotel. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. So that could actually be the reason why your true love and your future spouse realizes that he or she loves you. Okay, because they're gonna have like the strong urge to travel with you, maybe very early on, kind of like let's go somewhere, like a weekend trip somewhere. Pile number 2. Your true love and your future spouse is realizing that he or she loves you, or it's kind of like a moment where they want to go travel with you, or they want to spend the whole weekend with you. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like a getaway. I don't know, like booking a hotel room, or something about they want to go on a road trip with you. But I also want to say, because we talked about how your true love and your future spouse has the energy of like an air sign, and I pick up because air signs are people that think about something a lot before they make a decision. So it's kind of like when you look at air signs, they're usually over analytical, they overthink things. Okay, they think things through usually, you know. Fire signs would be very impulsive. Fire signs just do things for the fun of it. Fire signs don't really think about the consequences, they just think about the fun. Now air signs, they think about, is this logical, is this rational, is this lucrative, you know, as well as, you know, earth signs. It's interesting. That's why the universe, it's almost as if your spirit guides are trying to describe your true love and your future spouse to you. So I feel like your future spouse is a combination of an air and an earth sign, because earth signs as well are people that you know, earth people or earth sign people, they are also, again, they take their time before they make a decision, right? They like to take things slowly. It's kind of like earth signs are all about longevity. They're all about like the long run. So for example, if you would look at earth energy would be people that do something slowly, but it's lasting. Whereas fire signs do something fast, but it's not lasting, or it doesn't have a long lasting effect, if that makes sense. Okay, and I think that's the interesting thing. It's almost as if your true love and your future spouse, he or she knows himself. Like your future spouse does not move fast with people. Okay, your true love and your future spouse, it takes them a long time to open up. It takes them a long time to trust somebody. It takes them a long time. They take a long time for everything. So when they start to realize, like, I want to go on a road trip with pile number 2 after only 2 months, like you guys know each other only for 2 months and they already want to go on a road trip with you, they realize like, oh snap. They're realizing like, oh my god, I'm falling in love with pile number 2, because they do not move like that. You see where I'm coming from? It's out of character for them. They don't want to move fast with people. They don't want to let people in too fast. They don't want to give, you know, the keys to their home too fast. You see, they don't let people sleep at their place. Okay, it's kind of like an energy where they might be, you know, like asking you to come to their place or sleep at their place, which they usually don't do. Okay, so this is like an energy, yeah, your spirit guides are here. Your future spouse is going to move fast with you, and he's going to even tell you like, and you might be, you know, because I'm hearing like a conversation where he or she is saying like, I usually don't move this fast, or I usually don't do this, and I'm hearing you saying it's kind of like a cheeky conversation that I'm hearing between the two of you. I'm hearing you saying, oh, that's what you say to every girl, that's what you say to every guy, huh? But it's the truth. They usually take a long time, you know, before they let somebody in their home, before they travel with somebody. You know, they have to know this person for like at least, I don't know, a year, 6 months, 9 months or something like that, and he or she's going to realize they want to travel with you like after only 1 month of knowing you. They want you to sleep at their place and stuff like that. It's like your future spouse is going to move fast with you. Okay, so don't be surprised. I feel like they're going to ask you very early on to go on a road trip with them. Okay, they might be asking you like, hey, do you want to go to, you know, do you want to go on a road trip with me, or do you want to fly with me to this place? You know, and you're going to be like, whoa, you know, it's kind of like we only know each other for 2 or 3 months, but this person already wants to travel with you. They're going to be surprised as well. Okay, they're going to be like, I don't know what's going on with me, you know, because I'm seeing him. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing them like having their hand on their heart, you know, where they realize like they want to be, you know, with you away from like the city life, or they want to be with you alone, away from something. I don't know what it means. Okay, usually don't invite people over, if that makes sense. Okay, and they're going to be like, it's like an energy where they realize they do not want to wait, but they always want to wait. You see, so they're going to feel like, oh my god, I don't want to wait with pile number 2. I want to travel with her. I want her to be at my place. I want her to spend the whole weekend. Oh damn, they're going to realize they want to spend the whole weekend with you. Okay. Okay, pile number 2. Again, there's a lot coming through, so please bear with me. I see different moments. One moment that I pick up here, I'm going to be very honest, okay? We have the card here, climbing towards success. I feel like your true love and your future spouse is in a position where people love them for the money that they have. I'm just going to be very blunt here with you guys. Yeah, and then the lights went on when I said that. I feel like your true love and your future spouse is somehow in a position where they live a good life. Okay, I don't know what they do. Maybe they also are just friends with a person that brings a lot of like influence and benefits to them. If it's not themselves, but they might be like, I'm hearing this person, your future spouse is on a winning team. May that be they are related to somebody, or they are in a friend circle with somebody that maybe has a lot of money, or something about like where they are on a road to success and fortune somehow, some way. And I pick up the strong energy here. One moment where your true love and your future spouse realizes, wow, because I'm seeing them like around the time where you and your future spouse are meeting. I'm seeing them really like they will make so much money that like they've never made as much money as they will make when they meet you, when you guys are meeting. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Their bank account is going to be so fucking full. That's what I'm picking up here with the 9 of Pentacles. Something about like, for example, they have a big client, they have a big sponsor, something about like something is taking off, something about where your true love and your future spouse makes big money. Again, I don't know why, or they have like a big investment, they have a big client, or maybe they even get like how do you call it, like where they get approved for some type of big credit. Like I'm talking about huge amounts of money to someone invest into something. Okay, so I feel like your true love and your future spouse, again, they do feel like they, I don't know, at some point they're going to be wealthy. Okay, at some point they're going to be wealthy. At some point they're going to be considered rich, or they're going to be considered somebody who has a lot of money, or, you know, like something like that. Okay, now I pick up the strong energy here where your true love and your future spouse is asking you. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because I'm PMSing kind of, but I feel like a little bit emotional. But let's talk about it. Let me actually zoom you guys back in. Okay, because I'm hearing them asking you, what do you want? Like where they want to celebrate that they achieved something, or kind of like they somehow want to do something. Oh yes, they somehow want to do something for you, kind of like where, I don't know, it's like they remembered that when they felt bad, you were there, or you were like hugging them, or it's kind of like where your future spouse remembers where something that you've, oh wow, I'm hearing something that you've done for them. It's kind of like you held their hands when they felt anxious, or I don't know, like you stayed on the phone with them when they didn't feel good or something along those lines, and I'm hearing them saying, you know, what do you want? Like something about like, what do you want is what I'm picking up here. And they, how can I explain that energy? Give me a moment, guys, okay? Because I'm seeing like, oh god, I feel like your future spouse might have like a little tear, like, you know, that he might go into the, he or she might go into the bathroom and it's like a tear, like I'm seeing a teardrop. Okay, but out of happiness. Okay, because I'm seeing them asking you like, what do you want? You know, like, do you want this purse, or do you want this watch? Do you want this like do you want those shoes? Like when they ask you what you want, I don't know if it's like a birthday, if it's like a, I don't know, like Christmas, something about where they ask you what you want. And I'm hearing you saying like where they, okay, I'm hearing them saying, what do you want right now? And I would fall in love with you, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm hearing you saying, nothing, I just want to cuddle with you. It's kind of like maybe they work a lot. I don't even want to say they work a lot, because, you know, we all work a lot, right? This hustle and bustle culture, we all have to work a lot. But I almost want to say like they expect you to say, I want this purse, I want those shoes, and there's nothing wrong with it, or I want this perfume, you know. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like they, I don't know, like they want to do something for you because they remember that you've been there for them when they didn't feel so good. Does that make sense? But I feel like you would be saying like, nothing, I just want to cuddle, or, you know, something about like where because I'm seeing you here like, instead of going out, you guys stay at home and you guys just cuddle. That's what I'm picking up here. Something about like your true love and your future spouse realizes that they love you, because it's like a moment where you just want to cuddle with them instead of wanting something from them. That's what it feels like to me here. Something about nothing, I just want to cuddle with you, or something about like where they, again, there's something about where they expect for you to say you wish for something, like, again, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you say you want to cuddle with them, like where you tell this person, oh, I'm hearing, my love don't cost a thing. Okay, there's something about like, you know how, oh yeah, I'm seeing like Jennifer Lopez, like in the music video, she's on the phone and the guy said, I bought another bracelet for you, and then she said, I would rather want you to be here instead of another bracelet. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so I almost want to say your true love and your future spouse is gonna realize that they love you in a moment where you guys are cuddling in bed. So instead of like, because I almost want to say they're gonna come to you with good news, like, oh my god, you know, I just signed the deal, or, you know, I just made so much money, or my business is booming, or I don't know what happened, I got so much orders, so much clients and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, you know, they want to, you know, buy stuff for you, or they want to, you know, throw money around, you know, or they want to, I don't know, they want to, you know, like really paint the town red, like with maybe spending money or whatever. And you're gonna be like, can we stay at home and cuddle? And they're gonna be like, oh my freaking god, this is the cutest thing, you know, kind of like where they fall in love with like how you just want to cuddle with them, or kind of like, I'm also hearing this energy of like, you know how like I'm being brought to you know, children who don't want their parents to go to work and they're gonna be like, can you not stay home? And this is what I'm picking up here, where, you know, they fall in love with you in a moment where you want to cuddle with them rather than buying a purse, or rather than buying shoes or whatever. Okay, something about like, can we just cuddle here? Like, I don't want to go out and I don't want to buy stuff, like I don't want to go to the shopping mall, I just want to, you know, lay in bed with you. And they're in that moment, their heart is melting. Okay, because again, I feel like this person is like, this person is used to, I did pick up on that in a lot of different future spouse readings, but I feel like this person is either used to gold diggers, or they are used to like I don't know, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with spending money, but it's like they didn't expect that answer. Does that make, yeah, because it says unexpected, they didn't expect that answer. They expected for you to say your wish. It's like this, like an energy where your biggest wish is like to just be next to them or to just, you know, cuddle with them and kiss them, and they're going to be like shocked about it. They didn't expect that answer in that moment. Does that make sense? Where you don't want to go to the shopping mall because when you go to the shopping mall, you don't really have time to be with them. Does that make sense? And then you're going to be like, maybe can we do a getaway or something along the lines is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or something about like, let's stay in the hotel room, or oh, do you know what I'm also hearing? Okay, I'm also hearing like an energy of like, again, where they ask you, what do you want? Like, I got everything. I can buy you anything. I can buy you everything. What do you want? And I'm hearing you saying, I don't want anything from you, but, you know, I want to spend more time with you, or something about where you may be asking them like, hey, can you take a few days off of work? That's my wish. Do you know what I mean? Like, they think your wish is a purse. They think your wish is like, I don't know, like a, you know, like a really expensive date or whatever, because the wealthy energy does to me feel like your future spouse wants to buy the best of the best for you. Okay, maybe their love language is gift giving, and again, nothing wrong with it, but I pick up like an energy here where you saying you wanna, you know, like where you ask them to take a few days off of work, it's gonna melt their heart, you know. I feel like in that moment they realize you are not a gold digger, and they, oh yes, in that moment they realize you are not a gold digger, and in that moment they allow themselves to fall in love. Okay, I feel like your true love and your future spouse, they're very aware of gold diggers, and they are very like cautious, you know. So it's kind of like in that moment, again, it's like a tear, because maybe they've gone through their fair share of gold diggers and they almost lost hope, like everybody's a gold digger and stuff like that. Do you know what? That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so there's something about you guys cuddling, because I'm seeing you guys literally getting ready to go out, and then the plans are changing, like, you know, instead of you guys going out to party or something like that, or you go to a gathering, or you go out to network, you guys stay at home and you cuddle. Okay, that's the moment where they fall in love with you. It's like your answer is so pure and so cute and so like innocent. You just want to spend time with them. I'm hearing like, can you take a few days off of work? That's my wish. And they're going to look at you like, that's your fucking wish? Are you serious? You know, I have all this money here, like you can have this bag, these shoes, this bracelet, this chain, and you want me to take days off of work? That's what I'm picking up here, okay? Or you want to cuddle with me, okay? Because again, this might be a person, they like to work and then, you know, they like the act of gift giving, so they like to work and then they go home and give gifts to the people that they love. Do you know what I mean? And maybe also the people that they have been with, their love language also has been gift giving. So it's kind of like your love language is different compared to what they know from the past. Okay, now for others of you with these two cards, again, I pick up a strong energy here of okay, I pick up different energies. Okay, I pick up an energy here where your true love and your future spouse is going to realize that he or she really is in love with you, because your future spouse will have the desire to get away, like where they want to take days off of work, to be with you, or to, I don't know, go to a hotel with you. Let's say, for example, they have like a roommate. They would like would ask you, hey, do you want to spend like a weekend at a hotel with me, or, you know, do you want to go on a weekend trip with me? That's what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like they want to have like a strong feeling that they want to travel with you, because I'm seeing you here like being in a bathrobe, just like this card right here, where you take a shower in a hotel and you have like a bathrobe on your head and like a, you know, no, bathrobe on, you know, just like that. Now for others of you, again, this is like a very interesting energy with your future spouse, because for others of you, I pick up like an energy here where your true love and your future spouse is going to fall in love with you in a moment where, because let me say it like that, I feel like you're gonna see that your future spouse works very hard. Maybe he or she sometimes has a stiff neck, or maybe they sometimes have back pain, or you notice that this person doesn't sleep properly. Like, I feel like you're gonna notice something about your future spouse where you feel like, man, you should sleep more, or you need a massage, or, you know, your back needs to be cracked the correct way. And I pick up like the energy here again, there's something about like where Oh my god, do you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing here you're looking at your future spouse into like your future spouse's eyes, and I'm seeing you here saying you need to take better care of yourself. And in that moment when you say that, because people around them usually like, it's like a person who people never worry about your future spouse and how he or she feels, because maybe your future spouse always comes across very like you know, put together. It's kind of like, as long as the money is right, nobody's asking this person how they feel. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm picking up here. And I'm seeing you here like looking into your future spouse's eyes and telling him or her like, hey, you need to take care of yourself, you need to sleep. Or kind of like where you take your future spouse and like, no, we're not gonna go out, you didn't sleep the whole night. Okay, or something about like, no, I'm gonna give you a massage right now, you're not gonna go to work, you know. Or something about like, no, we're not gonna go to the shopping mall, I'm gonna give you a massage right now. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you really care about your future spouse, because I feel like, again, they work a lot, but maybe they I don't know, like they would even go to work even though they have a cold, or you know, they feel sick and stuff like that. And I pick up like a strong energy here where in that moment your true love and your future spouse is falling in love with you. Like I'm even seeing an energy here where you're gonna invite your future spouse to a spa day, kind of like, hey, let's get a massage together. Okay, for some of you guys, I'm just saying, but for some of you guys, I'm also picking up an energy here of you guys going to a sauna together, going to a spa together. Okay, spending time in a whirlpool together. It's kind of like where plans are changing, because you are like, it's kind of like where you get mad, you and your future spouse is not used to it. Like you get mad, like, what the fuck, you didn't sleep, you know, you need to go, why the fuck are you going to work right now, you didn't sleep, like, you know, your neck is completely stiff, like stop that, you know. That's what I'm picking up here. In that moment, they just want to hug you and kiss you, because people don't usually ask your future spouse how he or she is feeling. Okay, let me see. How would pile number choose true love and future spouse notice that they are in, yeah, look at that they are in love with pile number 2. Oh my gosh. You see, I'm telling you. For some of you guys, I'm even seeing you here like stroking this person's beard or stroking this person's hair, and they're falling asleep. But again, it's kind of like they had a rough weekend, they had a rough day, you know. And instead of insisting like, no, you told me, you know, it's kind of like an energy where they can tell that you love them more than the money that they make or the gifts that they give to you. Okay, something about like, I'm even picking up an energy here of like where you guys have like a, you know, an idea to go on a date, and then they come home and they're completely like fucked up, their eyes are red and stuff like that. And usually people insist on like, no, I want to go there. Definitely picking up also here an energy where you give this person a massage, or something about like where they fall asleep in your arms, or something about they fall asleep while you're stroking this person's beard or head. But again, it's like after a long day at work, or something about, again, something about like where you guys want to paint the town red, but then you guys are not gonna go out. Okay, with the 10 of Swords here. This to me feels like, you know, bad health or back pain or something along those lines. Or you might be, I don't know, like massaging this person's temples for them to relax and stuff like that. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, with the World card, this is definitely an energy here where your true love and your future spouse, they're going to feel like they want to travel with you. And maybe it's not like, maybe they like solo traveling, or maybe they only like to travel with their guys and stuff like that, or with their girls. And all of a sudden they're going to have like this strong urge to travel with you. And I feel like there's going to be something about like, there's something significant happening as you guys are traveling. I don't know what it is. We might look at it on Patreon. Okay. We also have here the card Scent. Okay, so your true love and your future spouse is gonna be in love with your scent. May that be your perfume or your natural scent, as well as your eyes. Okay. I talked about it. Something about like, I'm seeing, okay, I don't want to fucking cry. What's going on here? I'm seeing like your future spouse is gonna see worry in your eyes about their health or about like something. And again, they're not used to it. People only care about how much money this person makes. People only care about like I don't know. Or this person can say, I'm fine. And people believe this person. You're like, no, you're not fine. Why the fuck are you lying to me? It's like they see that you are worried about them in your eyes. Okay. Something like that. Now, another thing that I pick up here with the unexpected 𝐸𝐴𝐥, there's something unexpected about this. I feel like they didn't expect to fall in love with you. Okay. The reason why I say that is because with the unexpected sex, I almost want to, okay, for some of you guys, I pick up an energy here. I don't know if you are a little bit frisky and a little bit like, you know, you don't mind having sex in public and stuff like that. I feel like your true love and your future spouse, one moment where he or she is also gonna fall in love with you is because they had the best sex with you in an unexpected place. It's kind of like, do you know what I'm hearing? I feel like your true love and your future spouse, they really, I'm hearing the memories that they make with you. There's something about a particular memory where you guys have sex together, but it was your idea. It's kind of like you have goofy ideas that make this person's life like exciting. And I feel like this goofy idea is something about like having sex in an unexpected place is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so there's something about I'm seeing something about like you guys having sex somewhere in public, and they're gonna be like, wow, that was the best quickie ever. Or in that moment they're gonna fall in love with you because they feel like you bring so much adventure into their life, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, can you clarify the unexpected sexy? What is that energy? Ooh, this is a public place, bitch. 6 of Wands. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, are you the type of person to touch somebody under the table and stuff like that? They're gonna, it's a moment where they fall in love with you. I'm hearing, I never want to miss that. Okay. What is this unexpected sex energy about here? 6 of Pentacles. What is this unexpected sex energy here? Okay, do you know what I'm seeing here? Pound number 2. I'm seeing you guys here either having 𝐸𝐴𝐥. I'm seeing you guys here having sex in a whirlpool or in a spa resort type of situation again, but I feel like it was your idea or something about where you want to help your true love and your future spouse to relax. Okay. Or something about something that you do is the reason why they feel so freaking healthy. Okay, and it's been a while since they felt this healthy. Okay, it's kind of like the moment where they realize you are healthy for them. Okay, because maybe their health is not the best. Do you know what I mean? And then they realize, like, ever since you are in this person's life, like, it's like a moment where they realize they've never been as healthy as they are in this very moment. And then they look at you sitting there in your bathrobe, you know, on the hotel bed or whatever. And then they look at you and they're going to be like, wow. You know, and again, there's something about like I want to return the favor. So I do feel like you might be meeting your true love and your future spouse with the 10 of Swords when they are, I don't know, it might be physical, like I don't know if it's their body, I don't know if it's their mind, I don't know what is happening with the 10 of Swords, but it's like it's whatever this is, it's not good. Okay, what is the 10 of Swords energy about here, please? Yeah. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. For some of you guys, this is gonna sound funny, okay? But for some of you guys, I also feel like their body is gonna tell them that they are in love with you, okay? Listen. We have here the card Short-Lived Romance. Now, what I pick up here with this card is they... Give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment, guys. Okay. I want to say something, okay? I feel like your true love and your future spouse, I'm hearing it's the money that make these people love me. It's the money that makes shit get ugly, you know? And then I'm hearing, man, I thought the money would make it all lovely. That's the energy that they're currently in. Now, with a short-lived romance, I feel like there's either this energy here where maybe your true love and your future spouse has a lot of endurance in the bedroom, like they can last long, okay? They can last long, they can put on a show. Oh my god, I'm hearing that one song. What is it called? Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. But he says something about like I can do it all night long, like a POR, you know. So I feel like your true love and your future spouse either is good at, you know, they endure, they last, okay? So it's not like a 1 minute man. I feel like a true love and a future spouse is not a 1 minute man usually, or not a 1 minute woman, but with you they are. They come so fast. They're gonna be like, this has never happened to me. I never came so fucking fast. And they're gonna be like, maybe they even tell you I'm so sorry, or maybe they feel like, I don't know, because and maybe that's the energy that I pick up here, where you're gonna be like, no, let's just cuddle, or something about like where your wish is to cuddle with them, or your wish is to just be with them, and not go out, or you know, to be in a hotel room with them, or to spend the whole day, kind of like where they ask you like, hey, what do you want to, yeah, do you want to go to this restaurant, do you want to go here, and you're going to be like, no, I just want to cuddle in this hotel, and they're going to be like, are you serious, that's all you want? Okay, yeah, so there's either this energy where they come so fast and they're going to be shocked about it. Look at that energy, look at that energy, guys, give me a moment. Look at that energy. He's gonna be fucking, he or she's gonna be fucking shocked, like, oh my, this like, this never happened to me. This never happened to me, that I last 1 minute. Okay, because again, they usually, like, they take pride in, you know, like, they can, you know, put on a show. They can. Okay. And for others of you, it's the opposite, where I don't feel like for a lot of you guys it is, but for others of you it might be the opposite, where they usually finish very fast, but with you they last very long. Okay. Or something about where they can have multiple climaxes, which is unusual for them. But let me get one more card here before we go to the extended. How will pile number 2's true love and future spouse realize that they are in love with pile number 2? Do you know what I'm also picking up here? Okay, another thing that I'm picking up here is, if you look at those two cards, you might be my pal, where I kept talking about a bed, okay? The last pick a card reading that I've done, I talked about mattresses, I talked about bed sheets, I talked about something in the bed. Another thing that I'm picking up here, your true love and your future spouse is going to realize that he or she loves you, is because I feel like their pillow is going to smell like you. Something about where their pillow or their bed is going to smell. Oh, okay, listen. So I'm hearing your true love and your future spouse is going to realize that they are in love with you, because they notice that they don't have nightmares, or they can sleep well when you sleep next to them, or something about like they love to smell your perfume on their pillow. Like they might be waking up one morning and they might be realizing like it smells like pile number 2, and then they smell the pillow, and then they're like, you know, and then they realize, oh my god, you know, what did I just do? Do you know what I mean? Like where they realize they just sniffed their pillow that smells like you to make them feel good. You see where I'm coming from? Or kind of like where they smell on your scarf, or they smell on your panty or whatever, because it kind of like it calms them down, or something about it brings them, like they feel happy when they do that, and then they realize, whoa, you know. I'm kind of obsessed with pile number 2, where they realize that they are really in love with you, because they like it when their room smells like your perfume, or they smell on their pillow, or I don't know, they like to, like they like it when their scarf is at their place or something. Yeah, that's another thing. For some of you guys, they're also going to notice that they are falling in love with you, is because they don't like it when you take your stuff with you. Like they want you to keep your toothbrush at their place, like almost as if they always have to have something around them that makes them feel like you are with them. Okay, something about like where they like to feel your presence when you are not there is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so they might tell you to keep your stuff at their place, because I don't know, it makes them feel good, or I don't know, again, they realize that they actually want to live with you. They might not say, hey, I want to live with you after 2 months or whatever, but it's like they're feeling that they want to live with you. Does that make sense? Okay, again, especially because I feel like they have there's something going on with their, like, with their sleeping schedule, or something going on with, I did talk about that in pile number 3, there might be a connection here. Okay, But let me get one last card here, guys, and then we're going to go to the extended. Okay, so there's a significant, like, you guys are going to travel somewhere, is what I'm picking up here. Let me get one more card. How will pile number 2's true love and future spouse realize they love pile number... I'm telling you, look at that. Guarded heart. It says they want to help you put your guard down, teach you how to fully let go and when together, so you may learn to trust them with your heart, you see. It's a moment where they realize that they can trust you. I almost want to say they're going to test you and you're going to pass the test with flying colors. I feel like they actually have to do that, okay? Because I know it sounds a little bit cuckoo loco crazy, but if this person is in such a high position, I feel like they have a lot to lose, so they do have to test people. You're not even going to realize that they are testing you. Okay. How will pile number 2's true love and future spouse realize they love pile number 2? Yeah. I'm hearing the song 21 Questions. It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? With the card right here, I also pick up they are probably gonna, the moment where they realize that they are in love with you, they might be standing on a balcony looking into the sky. Maybe they have a balcony, like, or they maybe have like a really nice view from their apartment is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but I also pick up you guys are gonna travel. Okay, something about you guys are gonna go traveling together. Okay. How would pile number 2's true love and future spouse realize they love pile number 2? Yeah, look at that, the 4 of Swords. It has something to do with them sleeping. I don't know what the fuck, because the 4 of Swords is also someone sleeping here. Do you see where I'm coming from? I feel like they're gonna realize that they love you because they want to buy you flowers. Okay, I'm seeing here they want to buy you flowers. They want you to move in. It's not something that they usually do is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let me get one last card. I keep saying that, huh? How will pile number 2's true love and future spouse realize that they love pile number 2? What's going on? We have an oh wow. Oh, this. Okay. No. Stop. Didn't I talk about how they would realize they want to live with you, or something about they like it when you keep your stuff at their place, like almost as if they actually get pissed when you don't keep your toothbrush at their place? Or do you know what I mean? They might be actually realizing they get pissed when you take all your stuff at home, as if you would not come back. Does that make sense? So they're gonna be like, hey, you can keep your stuff here. Something like that is what I'm picking up, okay? But yeah, it says new home, new attitude, you see? And we also have the older woman here. There is an older woman that is going to realize that your future spouse is in love with you. Their mom might be saying, are you in love? And they're going to be like, why? And then their mom or their grandma or their auntie is going to be like, I can see it in your eyes. Do you see where I'm coming from? Or they might actually have a conversation with their mom, with their grandma, or something like that. And do you know what I'm also picking up here? I'm picking up where your future spouse is saying, I don't know why I feel this way. And then another person's telling them, like their mom, their grandma, it's because you're in love. And they're going to be like, oh, because this person they could not know what love really is. They never really have been in love. So they're going to feel like, I don't know what this is that I'm feeling here. And someone is going to tell them, well, you're in love. Stupid. Okay. Clean their home, and usually they don't give a shit to clean their home. Okay, because I pick up like a very clean sheets, clean bed and stuff like that. But again, they're going to have the feeling that they want to move in with you. They never had this before. They never felt like they want to move in with a person, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, or this feeling is gonna come very fast. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, why kind of like where they daydream about like living with you, or they daydream about like waking up next to you every morning, or they daydream about giving you their key. They're going to be like, wait a minute, I don't trust people. Why do I think about giving pile number 2 my key to my home? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. Or they might be thinking about like, again, traveling with you. Like, I don't even know pile number 2. Why do I want to travel with pile number 2? That's what it feels like to me here, okay? Pile number 2. I'm gonna go to the extended now. We're gonna look at whatever you need to know about your true love and your future spouse, okay, as well as what they're doing right now. Oh, I'm gonna see you in the extended. The link is down in the description box. If not, I'm gonna see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pal number 3, welcome to your reading, guys. So if you did not watch the intro, your girl has a little bit of a cold. It's like a very mild cold where I just feel a little bit congested, or my nose is congested, but I'm fine. Okay, so you're wondering why I sound a little bit weird. But yeah, if you didn't watch the intro, we're going to look at how your true love and your future spouse will realize that they are in love with you. It's kind of like the moment where they realize, like, dang, I'm actually really in love with pal number 3, you know, or the moment where they look at you and they feel like, wow, you know, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with pal number 3, or just the moment where they realize, you guys know in a movie where they usually show a person realizing that they love another person, and it's kind of like, you know, that special moment where they realize, wow, I'm really in love with this person, or I have my feelings are so strong, or kind of like this person drives me crazy, or she has me wrapped around her fingers. Do you know what I mean? This is what I want to look at. We're going to look at how they will notice that they fall in love with you. We're going to tap into the circumstances. Where will it be at? How will it happen? What do they do with that insight, like realizing that they love you and stuff like that, okay? That's what we're going to look at today on YouTube. And then I'm going to extend this reading, and we're going to dive into what you need to know about your future spouse, maybe like hidden information or something that your spirit guides or God or the universe wants you to know about your future spouse at this point in time, as well as what they're currently doing, like what are they doing and thinking right now in this very moment, okay? That's what we're going to look at in the extended. The link is down in the description box, but on here, we're going to look at the details, okay? How they will notice that they are in love with you. I'm so excited, okay? There's some cards I cannot show you. I might show them to you in the extended because they are very spicy, those cards, okay? So let me see what's going on here. Let me tap into the energy. Hey guys, I feel like zooming you guys in, but again, I cannot show every card because some cards, they are very, you know, they are very juicy, okay? So the first card that we have here is Funny and Honest Dates, okay? We also have the card here, Hippie Love. We also have the card here, and again, I'm not going to show you like every single card because then, you know, it's going to take too long. We also have the card here, Divine Timing. It says a serendipitous event. Okay, is someone here from London, because I'm being brought to the London Bridge or something about just heard capital city. So for some of you guys, it's just like very random information coming through that you know that you chose the right pal, but I'm hearing something about like London Bridge, or you could have roots that are, I don't know, like English roots, like from England, or like I'm being brought to London Bridge, so something about London could be significant right now, okay? For others of you, I'm also hearing capital city. I don't know if you live in a capital city, or you have been feeling like, or you booked a ticket to somehow drive to some type of capital city. I don't even know why I'm hearing that. I'm also hearing Big Ben, so someone's name could be Ben. Someone's name could start with the letter B, okay? Because I'm hearing Big Ben. Saying for some of you guys, you recently bought a new watch, or you're thinking about buying a new watch. I'm also being brought to smart watches, or kind of like a watch that is like tracking your fitness or something like that, or you guys want to go get back in shape. So kind of like, because I'm seeing you guys buying your equipment, I'm seeing you guys here buying equipment for you to go back to fitness or something along those lines, okay? Again, this is just very, very random information that is coming through for someone here in particular. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you recently went to the doctor, okay? Because we have the checkup card here. Yeah, we have the checkup card here. So to me, this looks like, can I actually show it? Yeah. So to me, this looks like for some of you guys, you recently went to the doctor, or you have an appointment at your doctor's office very, very soon is what I'm picking up here. Okay, again, just very random information. For some of you guys, I feel like you already bought fireworks stuff for New Year's Eve, or something about like I'm also hearing you really look forward to New Year's Eve because you're doing something different this year. For others of you, I feel like you recently went to a festival or to a concert, or you are about to go to a festival or a concert. Okay, again, just very random information. Now let's tap into how they would notice that they are in love with you, okay? Okay, let me show you the card. So we also have the card here, the energy is fun and light-hearted but uncertain, because I wanted to clarify what the hell this card is about, the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands can sometimes mean conflict. It can mean like two people fighting. Yes, two people fighting, two people competing. This is the competition card here. Okay, and I was like clarifying, and then it says tease. Okay, and the card says the energy is fun and lighthearted but uncertain, you see. And then I got some extra cards, and then we have here, or I was like clarifying what the heck is that about, because I wanted to know if it's about you guys fighting, kind of like where you realize in a fight that you actually love this person, or if it's like, you know, something else. And I have to grin because I find it funny. But yeah, we have the Eight of Swords and the Moon came out, okay? And the first thing that I picked up here with you guys is I feel like your true love and your future spouse is realizing that he or she loves you, because I'm being brought to people that have a nightmare. I feel like this person is going to have a nightmare about how you are with another man or another woman. Like I literally pick up, for some odd reason, I also pick up you would sleep next to them. It's kind of like you sleep over at your future spouse's place, and then in the morning, you know, they are a little grumpy, and you ask them like, hey, what's going on and stuff like that. And I pick up like the energy here, okay, because I find it funny, because I pick up the energy here. They will have like, they will be grumpy, or they will be in a grumpy mood because they saw you with another man or another woman in their dreams. Does that make sense? Like I'm being brought to those like videos where, you know, people wake up in the middle of the night and they're mad at their partner because they see their partner, I don't know, like being with another person. This is what I'm being brought to. So this is, to me, feels like they might be waking up, you know, full of sweat and stuff like that, or they might have like a very intense dream where they kind of lose you, or they kind of, I feel like it's their subconscious mind, but they have like a dream where they lose you, or they have a dream where another man or another woman, you know, like snatches you away from them and stuff like that. And then they're gonna wake up like with their heart racing, or they might even be sweating or something along those lines, okay? Something about where they are going to wake up from this dream, because again, the Moon card to me feels like this could literally be like a dream. Okay, for others of you, it's actually happening, but we're going to talk about it. Like, not that somebody is stealing you away from them, but for some of you guys, it's literally an event. Like, you guys are going to be at a party. Okay, you guys are going to be at a party, at a concert, at a gathering, and someone is literally trying to, I don't know, like hit on you, get your number in front of him, or get your number in front of her and stuff like that. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is like an energy where they're going to wake up like with a very bad dream. I'm hearing, it can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. Okay, so it's kind of like they're going to realize, like, kind of like an energy where, you know, they realize like their heart is gonna hurt even though nothing happened. Does that make sense? So they're gonna wake up, their heart is hurting, they're completely confused, they are grumpy and stuff like that, just because they had this dream of you being with another man or another woman. Now the thing is that I want to talk about, because I don't want you guys to think that this person is necessarily possessive. I feel like this energy, because again, the card says tease, right? So it talks about how things between you and him, or things between you and her, are uncertain in the beginning, right? It's kind of like you guys are getting to know each other, and you guys don't just want to jump to conclusions. So there's like a stage where you guys are talking, getting to know each other and stuff like that, and finding out who this person really is. So of course it's going to be uncertain in the beginning, right? And I feel like this is like the energy where they're gonna feel like this uncertainty causes like nightmares, or this uncertainty causes them to, they cannot sleep at night, or do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, how can I explain that energy? It's kind of like their body is responding, you know, they're gonna feel like their body is acting up, where they cannot sleep because maybe you didn't text them back, or you didn't say goodnight to them. And again, I don't mean, and I don't see your future spouse being possessive, but it's like the energy of almost as if their heart and their soul is telling them to tell you that they love you, but they might not do it right away. Does that make sense? So they're gonna have like those dreams, and they're gonna be in their bed, you know, laying in their bed, and you don't text back and stuff like that. And you know, they would they would be able to, you know, like sleep, you know, they would be able to sleep if they knew things would be official between the two of you. Does that make sense? So this energy of like feeling anxiety and stuff like that is only because things are not official between the two of you. They didn't tell you that they love you. They didn't ask you to be their girlfriend or their boyfriend. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like their soul is telling them to make the move, you know, but they might not do it right away. So they might, you know, I don't know, like lay in bed awake and stuff like that, or I don't know, they're gonna have like a dream. They might even tell you, like, I had a dream you were with another guy or with another girl and stuff like that, and you're gonna laugh about it, like, oh my god, that's such a goofy dream and stuff like that, and they're gonna be so serious, you know. It's kind of like they cannot, it's like an energy where they cannot laugh about it. Does that make sense? Where maybe usually they can laugh about it, they don't take dreams seriously, but this particular dream they cannot laugh about it because it actually hurts them. Okay, I'm hearing it hurts their heart. Okay, and they're gonna be like, damn, I'm really in love with pile number 3. I'm over here having nightmares and stuff like that of another guy or of another girl. Okay, now for others of you, this could be literally happening where you guys are at a gathering. Okay, I'm seeing you here, like, for example, they're going to get drinks for you guys, you know, like you're standing there, you know, watching the concert, watching the live event and stuff like that, and they're getting drinks for you guys, or maybe you're going to the toilet and stuff like that, and then as they come back, they see someone approaching you. Okay, they see someone approaching you, they see someone winking at you, or kind of like they see someone trying to woo you. Okay, and they're gonna be so freaking pissed about it. Your true love and your future spouse is gonna be so pissed. Okay, they're gonna be so pissed. They're gonna look at this person like, get the F away from her, get the F away from him, you know. So it's kind of like they're gonna be jealous. They're gonna realize that they actually really love you because they get jealous. Maybe they do not get jealous, or it's easy for them to cover up that they get jealous, but in this situation they cannot cover it up. You're gonna notice that they are like moody, that they look grumpy and stuff like that, and it is because they're freaking jealous. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here. So they're actually going to get jealous is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and you know what the thing is, I pick up the energy here. The moment that they realize that they are in love with you is because, you know, for example, if a man or a woman is approaching you, right, and they would ask you like, are you single? And in case you guys are not official with each other, right, your answer would be yes, I'm single, but I'm talking to somebody right now. It hurts them to think about that you would say, I am single. Does that make sense? It's kind of like they realize they want you to say, no, I'm his girlfriend. No, I'm her girlfriend. Does that make sense? I'm her boyfriend, I'm her girlfriend. So they want you to say that to people that approach you. That's what it feels like to me. That's when they realize like, whoa, I'm really in love with pile number 3, because they want you to, I don't know, like call him their boyfriend or call him their girlfriend, when maybe usually they're not the type to do that, or they're usually very chill. Do you know what I mean? Like where they usually don't like to put labels on relationships and stuff like that, or they usually take their time with getting to know somebody, and or they usually don't get jealous. It's kind of like, oh my god, what is happening with me? What's going on? You know, why am I acting this way? We guys are not even official. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, something about, because if you look at this card right here, she's very cheeky. She's like, it's kind of like the energy where they feel like now is the right time to tell pile number 3 that I love her. So they might actually tell you that they love you on that day, or they might actually ask you out on that day, because with the divine timing, they might be waiting for the right timing to tell you that they love you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But then they're gonna say it earlier than planned because of like them getting jealous. They might be seeing that your ex is texting you. They might be seeing that, you know, someone is trying to get your attention and stuff like that at a party. Okay, and they're gonna feel like they want to make it official, because it's kind of like an energy where they are scared that they take too long to tell you how much they love you. Does that make sense? Because if they take too long and then another person comes to you, and your answer, like they would ask you, hey, do you want to go on a date? Are you single? Your answer would be yes, because you are not official with him or her, you know, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, you know, this hurts so fucking much. Like I cannot, almost as if they cannot take the pain of seeing you or even thinking about you being with another person, as well as they don't like you saying that you are single. They get pissed when you say I'm single, which is true, right? Okay, like in the beginning, but that's what I'm picking up here, because I pick up like a very cheeky energy from you where It's kind of like you trust divine timing, you trust the universe is what I'm, yeah, that's what I'm picking up, because I pick up like an energy where you trust the universe, you trust divine timing. Maybe you already know that they are your true love and you've just bow, so you don't worry. Do you know what I mean? Like where you know in your soul and in your spirit, okay, he's the one or she is the one. So you're so chill and laid back, right? But on his side or on her side, he or she feels uncertain. So they're gonna get pissed. They might even get a little bit pissed because of like your relaxed energy, because it's kind of like an energy where they might be waiting for you to start the conversation, like, hey, what are we? Or they might be asking for you to claim him or her. Do you know what I mean? And you're not doing it. It's kind of like, oh no, you know, I believe in free will. This is so freaking funny, but I pick up like an energy here where you want this person to feel free, but they don't want to be free. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you just trust the universe and you trust divine timing. And I think it's gonna piss them off a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because they want you kind of like, help me, you know, help me to tell you that I love you. Start the conversation. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? And for some odd reason, I feel like I want to cry. It could be because I'm PMSing, but they might actually cry, you know, when they, I don't know, it's kind of like an energy again where their body is acting up, because I feel like I want to cry and I don't know why. Oh yeah, we have one card here where the person's crying. Now it makes sense. Okay, especially with the moon. The moon is a very, very emotional. Yeah, they're going to be in their feelings. They're going to be like, why am I so emotional? You know, why can't I let this go? It's kind of like, for example, you might even make a joke like, you know, you guys are, you know, on a date, and again, it's not official between the two of you, so you can make a joke like, oh, you know, like I don't know, where they at when you maybe ask them like, and what are you gonna do after our date? Are you gonna go on a second date? But again, it's fun, because I feel like you have like a jokey, fun energy to you where it's kind of like you trust the universe to bring the right one to you, so you're not in this like tense energy. So I pick up like an energy where you say something cheeky, but it actually I feel like it actually hurts them. But again, you're not doing it on purpose. It's just like, it's your nature. It's like you just have like a cheeky nature, or when you meet this person, you're gonna be so in love that you become very cheeky. It's like giggly and cheeky and stuff like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm also hearing someone saying my love language is roasting a person. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, because we have the funny and honest, you know, I feel like you're gonna be like in this funny energy, because it's kind of like you already know. Do you know what I mean? You already know because you watch tarot readings, so you're so chill and laid back, but they don't know. Like the certainty that you have, they don't have that. So I feel like it's gonna piss them off. I think it's gonna piss them off a little. You might say like, oh, you know, how was your last date? You know, and they're like, I wasn't on a date, you know, I was waiting for you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're gonna be like, why is she asking me if I went on a date with another person? You know, it's kind of like they want you to claim them, or like say like you're mine and stuff like that, which eventually you're gonna do. But I feel like in the beginning it's kind of like, you know, it's like fun, lighthearted. You don't want to be too serious. Maybe it's also like a time in your life where you tap into your inner child and you want to be more lighthearted, and you don't want to be so serious about everything, you know. And this is what I'm picking up here. They're gonna be like, I don't know, they're gonna feel like you are a tease, or why are you not starting the conversation, or I don't know, it's kind of like an energy where you let them be who they are, is what I'm picking up here. Or something about like, so they're gonna feel like you are a tease, or something about like something about where they are waiting for you to give them a hint that they can start the conversation, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but you might be like, oh no, I'm just gonna let him, kind of like where, you know, there is certain, maybe that's also something that they are used to, where certain people, they I don't know how to explain it, but there are certain people, they try to start the conversation, or they do certain things in order to make the other person start the conversation. It's kind of like almost as if they're waiting for you to play, but you're not playing. How can I explain that? Give me a moment, guys. Okay, because with the funny and honest dates, we have the card You're Honest twice. It says honest communication. Okay, it says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah, something about Another moment where they're going to realize that they are in love with you is because, can I be honest, I feel like for some of you guys there's this energy where I almost want to say, you know how certain people, they don't text back because they feel like, oh, you didn't text me back for a whole day, now I'm not going to text you back for a whole day. Or I don't know, like you didn't tell me where you went on the last weekend, I'm not going to tell you where you went the last weekend. I'm not gonna tell you where I went the last weekend. Kind of like an energy where, you know, like this chaser and runner type of dynamic. I'm picking up the energy here, and it's kind of like a game, right? Where it's kind of like, what you do to me, I do to you, or something about like because I pick up the energy here, to be honest with you guys, another moment where your true love and your future spouse realizes that he actually is in love with you is because I feel like you're so honest. You would even say or admit, I didn't text you back because I didn't want to be too clingy, or I didn't text you back because you didn't text me back the whole day. Maybe you need your freedom. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're so honest. Okay, it's kind of like there is no mind games because you're so honest, okay? It's kind of like, you might even say like, oh, I got jealous in that moment and stuff like that. Or you might tell him like, oh, you intimidate me. Or, you know, it's kind of like the energy here where you're so honest that your true love and your future spouse falls in love with it. Does that make sense? They're going to fall in love with you because you're so honest. You're going to be like, you know, I don't want to be clingy, or I don't want to, because some people, they have like a big ego. So instead of saying, I don't want to be clingy and therefore I didn't text you back for 3 days, they're going to be like, I was busy, you know, even though it's not even true. There's something about, they're going to be so in love with you, or they're going to realize the moment where they realize that they love you is because you're so honest. You might be saying, I'm intimidated, you know, I feel so much and I don't know what to do with it, or I had to take a cold shower after our first date. It's like things that people don't necessarily like admit to because it's very vulnerable. You make yourself very vulnerable. And I feel like that's like a moment where your true love and your future spouse is realizing how much he or she loves you, because there's literally no way to play a game with you because you're honest. Does that make sense? So there's no back and forth, or even if there is, you're so honest about it that it's not like a oh, I don't text you back, you don't text me back, or I don't pick up the phone, you don't pick up the phone. Do you know what I mean? There's something about, they're gonna fall in love with how honest you are. Like, I'm jealous, you know, I didn't text you back because I was grumpy, or I didn't text you back, I didn't, you know, I canceled the date because I looked like shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're not, you like, you don't have this ego, and I think they're gonna be so in love with you. Like, I'm even picking up the energy here where you make kind of like a joke about, almost as if you roast yourself. Or this is also the energy here where they might be falling in love with how you roast them, kind of like where you are really good at roasting them. Like, I'm being brought to you know, like battles where people roast each other, like where two people diss each other, and then the crowd has to decide who was better or who had a better roast, is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, or you might be, you know, really funny where you roast yourself, like you say really funny stuff about yourself, you know. And I think they're gonna be so like, that's like a moment where they fall in love with you because you either roast them and they're gonna be like, ooh, you know, that was a good roast. Okay, or like yeah, that's what I'm being brought to, like where two people diss each other and then the crowd goes like, oh, because the roasting was really, really good. That's what I'm picking up here as well, okay? Or something about, you're like really funny because energy. I don't know, there's something very funny about you, okay? I feel like your true love and your future spouse is also gonna fall in love with your jokes, okay? Or again, you might not even try to be funny, but you're so honest that it comes across very, very funny, you know? Is what I'm picking up here. Another thing that I pick up here, and I cannot show you the cards here, but I'm going to show you them on Patreon. I keep hearing that song. I heard that song in a different reading before, but I'm hearing the song Studio by Schoolboy Q. And in the song he says, no metaphors, I'm keeping it straight to the point with you. I'm gonna put this eggplant all inside of you. Okay, so I pick up the energy here. The moment where they realize that they are in love with you, okay, that they have feelings for you, is, I also feel like it's the first time you guys are intimate with each other. I have to be very careful with my words here, but the first time they enter you, I'm hearing oh my god, give me a moment, guys. There's like a song I'm hearing. I knew when I entered it would be stress, kind of like where, oh yeah, something about like the first time where I'm literally seeing like them entering you, or their tongue entering you, okay, or whatever you guys are doing. Something about like the first time where they enter you, okay, is when they realize that they are in love with you. Okay, I don't know why, but there's something about like the first time they enter you, okay, it's almost like they have like a desire in bed that they don't have with other people. They could even be an energy where they usually are not that messy. Does that make sense? They usually don't like a person's juice on their body, but they want your juice on their body. Does that make sense? I don't want to get too deep into it, okay? I might talk about that on Patreon, but the first time that they enter you, okay, I'm hearing I licked it so it's mine. Some of you guys, I'm also seeing here, is someone here wearing glasses? Because I'm seeing someone here wearing glasses where you need glasses in order to read books, or you use glasses when you are at work, okay? So for some of you guys, because I'm seeing like your future spouse looking at you, and in those moments he or she's realizing like, I'm in love, man. Okay, because I'm seeing you here like reading a book, because we have the card here, books as well. For some of you guys, I don't know if you are an author, okay, because I'm seeing someone here like your future spouse is going to fall in love with you when he or she reads your book, okay, in case you do have a book, or in case you are an author. For others of you, your future spouse might be an author. Oh yes, okay, for others of you, your future spouse might be an author, because I'm being brought to a episode in Sex and the City, and I think, what is her name, Carrie was reading her boyfriend's book or something along those lines. I'm seeing like an energy here where for some of you guys, your future spouse is going to fall in love with you because of the way you interpret their book, okay? So for some of you guys, your future spouse might be an author, or they might write books, and the way you interpret it, how much you, kind of like an energy where you can see your future spouse's soul in the book, and you're going to talk about like what you think about the book, and they're going to be like, wow, no one has ever read, oh, I'm hearing no one has ever read me like a book, where they're going to feel like they are an open book to you. Oh my god, that's what it is. Kind of like where you finish this person's sentences, or something about they're gonna feel exposed. Kind of like you can read this person's mind is what I'm picking up here. Okay, but again, for others of you, it might be literally like books where they see you reading a book, and they're going to be so like sexually drawn to you when you wear your glasses and stuff like that, or your hair up and stuff like that, and you're reading a book is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Or something about like, I'm picking up the energy of like someone quoting stuff from books. Okay, so they're going to be so like drawn to your intelligence is what I'm picking up here, because you quote stuff from books. 3, I pick up this energy of you guys having a conversation. Like I'm literally seeing you guys here like walking in the city, okay? I'm seeing like a night walk. The sky is like beautiful blue, and the moon is coming out, and it's a starry sky, and I see you guys having a conversation, and it's kind of like an energy here where this person feels like people, kind of like an energy, this person could be somebody who has a poker face, so people cannot read your future spouse. Your future spouse might be somebody like people usually misunderstand me, or people usually kind of like an energy where your future spouse, it might be something that they think in their mind. The energy of like they usually have a poker face. People usually don't know who they really are because they don't reveal who they really are. And I'm seeing you having like a conversation, kind of like where they ask you like, who do you think I am, or what do you think about my art, or you know, like something like that, where they ask you a question about like who you think they are. And I'm seeing you here like, you know, saying, I think you are a person that ... So you start to analyze them. I feel like you are a person that does this, but you're not really like that. It's because of this, or just a coping mechanism or whatever. It's kind of like where you analyze your true love and your future spouse, and you tell him or her what you really think about them. Kind of like when you, it's kind of like the energy where you analyze them. You might even ask them like, what is your horoscope? What are your, you know, star signs? And then they're going to be like, okay, so now you know my birth date, my birth time, and my star signs. What do you think about me? Or what does that say about me? And then you're like, water, water signs are usually like this and like that and stuff like that. And I feel like in the moment where you talk, like I'm literally seeing, oh my God, I'm seeing them looking at you. I can see their eyes. Okay, I see like a spark in their eyes, because I see them looking at you. They look at your lips as you're talking. Okay, they look at your eyes, and it's kind of like you are analyzing them, and you're spot on. Okay, you're so spot on about what you say about them. You're so accurate. You analyze them like perfect, as if you are like a psychologist and you made like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like where you could write a book about them, or you analyze them very early on, or like after the first 1 or 2 dates, they might be asking you, what did you think about me on the first date? And then you tell him or her what you were thinking, what kind of impression you had, and you're so spot on. And I'm seeing them starting to smile, and I'm seeing them getting shy. It's kind of like oh my God, this is so freaking cute. I'm seeing them getting shy because you analyze them, and then they feel exposed. They don't even know what to say. They're going to be speechless. You're going to be like, I think you're a person that is like this and like that, or I think, like maybe because of your childhood, or do you know what I mean? And then I'm seeing them grinning, and they don't say nothing. And then you're like, what? Did I say something wrong? And they're shy because, you see into their soul, like you saw them, like you see them. Do you know what I mean? Even though they have a fucking poker face. Okay, this is so freaking cute. Oh my God, they're gonna get shy. I'm telling you, they're gonna get shy because you are so, like, you read them. Okay, you read them, you read their mind, you analyze them to the T. Okay, might be an energy where you interpret their art. You might be listening to their song, you might be looking at their art project, and they might be asking you, what do you think about this art project? And the way you describe this art piece, oh my God, they're gonna be so in love with you. It's kind of like I'm seeing like their eyes, I'm seeing like a light in their eyes. They light up when you start speaking, like what you think about this art project or how you interpret it. They might be painting something, and they might ask you like, what do you think about this song? What do you think about this painting? And as you're speaking, like, oh my God, they realize I'm in deep shit. Okay, because they realize they are in love. But again, I feel like it comes with like, I don't know, insecurities. And I also wanted to mention, I already mentioned it like in writing form, but I also wanted to say these dreams that they have, they're not seeing you doing some bullshit. They're seeing people trying to steal you. Like someone might be coming to you and you're not doing anything. Like, because I'm seeing them having a dream, but it's more like people trying to come between you and them, or they might have dreams of a third person trying to ruin your relationship. Does that make sense? And that's when they get mad. So they don't get mad at you, or they're not grumpy because of you. They're grumpy because of like this third person that they see in their dreams. It might be a prediction. They might have like tendencies to have prophecies or whatever, or like their dreams maybe tend to come true, or it might just be like they pick up on someone having a crush on you around them, and that's why they dream of that. Okay, or again, it might be literally happening in person. But yeah, I want to tap into, or I want to look at why. I didn't know we were going to do that, but I want to look at why, like what is, happening, because I'm hearing when they first enter. Whoa, another thing that I'm picking up here, that's what it is. Okay, so your future spouse is going to notice that he or she loves you because they're usually very confident, but with you, they are like insecure and have anxiety and stuff like that. Okay, and they're not used to it. I'm telling you, like their body's acting up and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna extend this reading now on Patreon because again, we have the card here, L as in let me lick you. Okay, and we also have well endowed. They are very confident about their size, and they know how to use it, knowing they can fill every crevice inside of you. Yes. So pile number 3. I'm going to go to the extended now. I want to tap a little bit into it, and then again we're going to look at what you need to know about your future spouse or your love story, as well as what they're currently doing. Like what are they doing right now in this very moment? Okay, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.